Another day, another story. Science and technology. Topics: scientific learning and force and motion. Declaration: the answers provided in this video are based on scientific principles and equations commonly used in physics along with open sources and creator to ensure accuracy. It is important to verify the calculations and concepts independently for complete certainty. Class 8 Test 1 Paper FM:25 PM 15 1.MQ 0.5 by 6 equals 3. A. Which of the following methods is suitable if one has to study whether the farmers of a region use more chemical or organic fertilizers? I. Observation. 3. Research. 2. Test. 4. Survey. B. What should be done while performing a chemical reaction that produces fumes? I. Hands should be kept away. 2. It should be carried out on a table. 3. It should be kept on a stand. 4. It should be carried in a hand. C. What is the formula to calculate the relative velocity of two bodies moving in the opposite direction? I. VAB equals VA, VB. 3. VAB equals VA VB. 2. VAB equals VA VB. 4. VAB equals VA plus VB. D. Which one of the given statements is true? I. Negative acceleration is produced if an object moves with uniform motion. 2. Acceleration is not produced if an object is moving with non-uniform motion. 3. Positive acceleration is called retardation. 4. Rate of change in the velocity of a body is called acceleration. E. What is the principle of the lever in a balanced condition? I. Effort x effort distance equals load x load distance. 2. Effort equals load. 3. Effort distance equals load distance. 4. Mechanical advantage equals efficiency. F. Which of the following statement is true? I. More pressure is exerted if the area is less. 2. Pressure of an object is not affected by area. 3. Pressure increases with the increase in the area of the body. 4. Pressure remains the same although the force varies. Answer key. 1.MQ 0.5 by 6 equals 3. A. 3. Test. B. 4. It should be carried in a hood. C. 2. VAB equals VA, VB. D. 4. Rate of change in the velocity of a body is called acceleration. E. I. Effort x effort distance equals load x load distance. F. I. More pressure is exerted if the area is less. 2. Very short question. 1 by 6 equals 6. A. What is survey? A survey is a method of collecting data or information from a group of individuals or a population to gather insights or make inferences about specific characteristics or trends. B. Define the reference point. A reference point is a specific location or object used to determine the position, motion, or orientation of other objects. It provides a frame of reference for measuring or describing the movement or position of an object. C. What is average velocity? Average velocity is the displacement of an object divided by the time taken to cover that displacement. It gives the overall change in position per unit time. D. If a bus covers 4.2 kilometers of distance in 7 minutes, then calculate its average velocity. To calculate the average velocity, we divide the total distance covered by the total time taken. In this case, the bus covered 4.2 kilometers in 7 minutes. Therefore, the average velocity would be V equals 4.2 x 1000 m, 7 by 60 second equals 10 meters per second. E. Which class lever is a scissor? A scissor is an example of a class I lever. In a class I lever, the fulcrum is located between the effort, force applied, and the load, resistance. In a scissor, the fulcrum is the pivot point, the effort is applied by squeezing the handles, and the load is the material being cut. F. What is pressure? Pressure is defined as the force applied per unit area. It is the amount of force exerted on a given area. Mathematically, pressure is calculated as pressure equals force, area. The SI unit for pressure is Pascal, Pa, which is equal to 1 Newton per square meter, N per square meter. 3. Short question. 2 by 4 equals 8. A. Distinguish between observations and tests. A. Observations and tests are both methods used in scientific investigations, but they differ in their approach and purpose. Observations involve gathering information using our senses or instruments without manipulating variables. They provide qualitative or descriptive data. On the other hand, tests involve controlled experiments or procedures where variables are intentionally manipulated to gather quantitative data or determine specific outcomes. C. It is easier to push the load in a wheelbarrow while shifting the load towards its wheel. C. Shifting the load towards the wheel of a wheelbarrow makes it easier to push because it changes the distribution of weight and the lever arm. By moving the load closer to the wheel, the lever arm, distance between the wheel and the load, decreases, resulting in a smaller torque required to lift the load. This makes it easier to overcome the resistance and push the wheelbarrow. D. What is atmospheric pressure? Mention its NE2 importance. Atmospheric pressure is the force per unit area exerted by the weight of the Earth's atmosphere on a surface. Two important aspects of atmospheric pressure are 1. To fill ink. 2. To fill air in ball. 4. Long question. 4 by 2 equals 8. A. What is retardation? If the brake is applied in a car moving with uniform velocity, then the retardation of 2 meters/s2 is produced and the car stops after 4 seconds. Calculate the initial velocity of the car. A. Retardation, in the context of motion, refers to the rate at which an object's velocity decreases. It is the negative acceleration or deceleration of an object. If the brake is applied in a car moving with uniform velocity, the car comes to a stop due to the retarding force provided by the brakes. Given retardation, acceleration, of the car, I equals minus 2 meters/s squared negative because it is opposite to the initial motion. Time taken to stop, T equals 4s. Initial velocity of the car, U equals. We can use the equation of motion. V equals U plus at. Since the car comes to a stop, the final velocity, V, is 0 meters per second. 0 equals U plus minus 2 meters/s squared, times 4s. 0 equals U, 8 meters/s squared. Solving for U. U equals 8 meters per second. Therefore, the initial velocity of the car is 8 meters per second. B. How can we say that a liquid exerts pressure? Prove that the pressure exerted by the liquid is P equals HTG, where the symbols have their usual meaning. B. Liquids exert pressure due to the weight of the liquid column above them. This pressure is known as hydrostatic pressure. The pressure exerted by a liquid can be derived using Pascal's principle, which states that pressure is transmitted equally in all directions in an incompressible fluid. To prove that the pressure exerted by a liquid is P equals HdG, where P is the pressure, H is the depth of the liquid, D is the density of the liquid, and G is the acceleration due to gravity, we can consider a small cylindrical column of liquid with a cross-sectional area A at a depth H. The weight of the liquid column is given by W equals m times G, where m is the mass of the liquid column and G is the acceleration due to gravity. The mass of the liquid column can be calculated using the formula m equals A times H times D, where A is the cross-sectional area, H is the height or depth, and D is the density of the liquid. Substituting the value of m into the equation for weight, we have W equals A times H times D times G. The pressure P exerted by the liquid is defined as the force per unit area. Therefore, P equals W, A. Substituting the value of W and A into the equation, we get P equals A times H times D times G, A. The area A cancels out, and we are left with P equals H times D times G. Thus, we have proven that the pressure exerted by a liquid is given by P equals H times D times G, where P is the pressure, H is the depth of the liquid, D is the density of the liquid, and G is the acceleration due to gravity. Thanks for watching.